cast it for like 8. Okay. We would have had double brain freeze if I had made blue. 7. Hey, welcome back. We got another pre-modern dono from Phil. Phil, thank you so much. This deck looks sweet. So this is the original list that was given to me. I was told I can make changes, and boy, would I like to make changes, and I have. But just to show you originally what this was, basically you're trying to cast Necrologia in your end step, and hopefully do it fast enough where you can pay 19 life, draw 19 cards, and cast a bunch of spells and wind up freezing them out with Brain Freeze. What I don't like is it's just constructed weird. Like 4 city is intense. Having tap lands is intense. Having 20 total lands, playing only 3 petals. Tolarian Winds and Tainted Pact are both, they're not necessary. Like you might think that Tolarian Winds is great, discard your whole hand, then draw that many cards. Really good when you cast Necrologia, but you win the game with Necrologia. You don't need to cast Tolarian Winds. You wind up using your Frantic Search and Impulse to sculpt a good hand. So in my, I did a lot of gold fishing, and Tolarian Winds just, you don't need it. Tainted Pack is unnecessarily clunky. A lot of funky sideboard stuff going on too, like Hibernation. I don't think I need to be bouncing green permanents. Chill I just don't have, and they cost money, so I'm not going to get them, so I replace them with stuff. Plus, I don't think you necessarily... Chill doesn't make sense to me. Like, yeah, we're bad against red because of the way Necrologia works, but I won't get too further into the weeds on this list. I at least believe to have cleaned it up. I want all my petals. I want less lands. I do want City of Traders. You can't play Ancient Tomb, or you shouldn't, because you don't want to pay life. Every life you pay, you draw 1 less card. Polluted Delta, it's only 1 life, and it is very efficient, so we will be playing those, of course. And though Gemstone Mine is not perfect with Frantic Search, it allows us to leverage a sideboard Orum's Chant, and it's just the best dual land outside of running fetches, especially when you can't be paying life, can't be playing Underground River. I think that would be pretty poor. Dark Water Catacombs is very good. It pairs well with City. It does some work with Frantic Search, though, as if it's your only land, you can't cast the cantrip, so I'm definitely not playing 4. I considered playing 3, but I'm going to play 2. And instead of the Painted Packs and Valerian Winds, I'm just playing cantrips. Impulse does make sense. I usually don't like this in these combo decks, but I think it makes sense in this combo deck, because post-Necro, it is very good at finding Frantic Search, which is really important because you're usually bottlenecked on blue mana. Post-Necro, you have a lot of black because you're casting Dark Writs and Cabal Writs, but it's a game of filtering colorless and black mana into blue and casting cantrips to chain them together to get enough brain freezes to freeze them out. Which is, of course, why I'm running Opt. You can still cast it post-Necro. However, first I wasn't running any Slight, but I wanted to add some more consistency instead of just having more lands or like a main deck Cabal Therapy. And what I noticed post-Necro is you're pretty much never casting Opt anyways. It's just not worth the 1 blue. Whereas Impulse has a good chance of finding Frantic or Brain Freeze or whatever. So, of course, I do want it over Sleight of Hand. There's going to be times where I need to cast it, like, but I think the slight non-bow of running Sleight of Hand is fine. I think the consistency is worth it. Wouldn't surprise me if it were optimal to just run more of it. I'm on 3 Cunning Wish instead of 4. I think 4 is kind of clunky. The Impulses, Opt, Slight, the 3 main deck Necrologia, Frantic. And of course, the 3 Cunning Wish. I don't know. I haven't really had too hard of a time finding Necro. I added a hunting pack because, I mean, fast mana, Duress, Cunning Wish. Wouldn't recommend not running the card. And then, you know, some sideboard tech from basically Iggy Pop, playing Arcane Denials. I'm going to play some additional discard instead of additional Orm's Chant, because we can't afford to be playing City of Brass. Get some bounce spells, Hydroblast to help us a little bit against red, although I think we're just going to be kind of bad against red. Necro isn't much of an option. Pretty much going to win with 4/4s. I think we have a reasonable chance of beating Gaia's Blessing. It would be difficult if they had all 3 in their deck. You still can. You can set up some pretty gnarly Necro situations where you can absolutely brain freeze them, you know, 3, even 4 times. So basically, you go to freeze them, and then Gaia's Blessing would trigger, at which point you respond to the trigger by freezing them again, at which point it's going to hit another Gaia's Blessing, at which point you freeze them again. Hopefully you only have to deal with 2 of them and have the resources enough such that you can then Cunning Wish with the Gaia's Blessing trigger on the stack and no cards in their deck, and cast Words of Wisdom so that they draw a card and lose. It might just be too much to pull off, but it seems feasible. I'm going to try it. But other than that, I mean, it plays similar to Iggy. You have the benefit of being able to play main deck Duress, which is really nice. Of course, at the detriment of being really bad against any burn, like at all. And aggro, just being attacked, your life total going down, becomes a liability, of course. Similar to how Ad Nauseam was in Legacy, or is. So, I don't know. Call it Premodern Ad Nauseam Tendrils, call it Necro. I'd probably call it Necro, honestly, but enough jabbering. Again, thank you, Phil. And of course, if you want to see your deck played on the channel just like this, you can figure out how to do that in the description below. Plenty of links for that. So let's go a Necroing. See you in round 1. Alright, here we go. Round 1 against Droks. We have no lands. Yeah, I'm not going to keep a Petal opt hand. This one's better. Still not great, but I'll keep it. Bottom this Cunning Wish. I think I actually want the Brain Freeze. Idle Warrior. Alright, land becomes an island until end of turn. Well, that's usually not going to be a problem for me. Play Darkwater Catacombs and pass. Oh man. What an OG Merfolk. Okay, I'm sure they're getting in for 1. Their Necrologia is slightly worse. We want to draw a land. Petal, huh? Interesting. I'm going to play City out. And I'm probably going to freeze myself. And then we're going to try to go off. It's a little bit of a weird situation, but like if I draw a land, I don't even think it's good for me to play it because of Frantic Search. They are hoping they cast the card. Are they going to make my city an island? Okay. I'll just go to my turn. They're going to make that an island. That's fine. That's kind of a bummer. Cast is Frantic. Gonna Gush in response. Okay. Might be time to go for it. Get rid of island. Get rid of island, Brain Freeze. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will have Threshold. Yeah. Untap my 2 lands. Now we can just go second main. Don't have to worry about counterspell or mana leak. I can play out these petals. And go to our end step. Cast Darkrit. Darkrit. Make a blue with this petal. Give ourselves Threshold. Use the city. We are low on blue mana. So we will be on the hunt for Frantic Searches mostly. We'll pay 17. Alright, we're in there. Darkrit. Alright, we got 1 Frantic. Yeah, we can't actually net blue mana. So we gotta find another Brain Freeze. Card a couple nothing burgers. Have these. Yeah, if I had one more blue mana, we could double Brain Freeze pretty easily. But I don't, so we need to find Frantic with Impulse. Or another Brain Freeze. Let's Impulse. Found Frantic. That's nice. Let's Frantic. They have 49 cards. They really want to find, like, another Frantic or... yeah, if we had found another Brain Freeze, that wouldn't work. We need to find more, like, black rituals. There's one, just to increase Storm. Tap, untap. Okay. We only found one. 13. I think we're gonna fall short. I could cast a Necrologia for 0. It'd be 14. It'd be 15. So we can only hit him for 45 cards. Yeah. I mean, I'll cast this Impulse, but it's not gonna get us there. No way of making more blue. Okay. I'm kind of limit testing. Like, obviously we went too early there. Or even just playing the island may have gotten there, because that would give us more blue through Frantic. Could have also maybe not discarded the Brain Freeze, then we would have had 2 Brain Freezes quicker. Let's play the Cabal Therapies. I think that's it. A cantrip and a Cabal Writ. Alright, let's see what we can do. And is good. Turn 1 up, turn 2 Impulse. You got blue and black mana. Got a Necro. Go ahead and get an island. And I'll just pass. Mulliganed once. Sacrifice this, return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. Sure. I'm gonna bottom the Impulse. Gemstone Mine. Gemstone Mine. Still gonna play Delta. We'll Impulse here. Trying double land there wasn't great. We want to find like a Duress and an LED. Get in for 1. 1 damage per turn is not bad, right? Because if they're only doing 1 damage per turn, and you're drawing a card every turn, like every damage is worth a card. As far as Necro is concerned. When it enters, draw a card, discard a card, yep. Classic Merfolk action. This card's foil, so they most certainly have counters. As we expected. This card's foil. That must mean they have multiple foils. Maybe they're trying to find an island. Alright, there's an LED. Need Duresses. Take an Opt. I'll take a Frantic Search as well. Okay, well, looking pretty good. Hopefully this Opt and our draw step and or the Frantic can find Duress. I guess it would take a Cabal Therapy, name foil, and hope they don't have Counterspell. Wasteland. That's annoying. We'll Opt another island. I'm gonna bottom that. Another LED. Alright, well now we're in like hunting pack territory. What do we got here? Land. I think I'm okay with still passing. Get in for another 2. We're down to 13. I'm just gonna take a draw step. Running Wish is excellent. Let's Frantic here. You're gonna Gush in response. I'm gonna foil the Frantic. Sure. Play out Gemstone. And I'll pass. Interesting. Discarding 2 islands. We're back to 4 cards. 2 lands in play. Still would really like to see a Duress. Winter Orb. Now that's annoying. 2/4. I can still make 4/4s though. Untap a land. There's the Duress. 2/4. I don't have enough to Duress and make 4/4s. I could wait a turn to do it. Yeah. I'm gonna wait a turn. Once I get 4/4s in play, they're donezo. I don't want to just lose to another foil. Uh-oh. Island Walk is a problem. Interesting. Go to 7. Tap the island. Other land is not terrible. Huh. Well, they can't have foil now. I don't have to worry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They make 24 power. If they can deploy another creature, I think we lose that race. So do I want a Necro for 6? Maybe. Play these out. Suppose they could have Thwart. I should probably Duress either way. Cast this Duress. Ooh, that's more Storm. 4 islands and a Merfolk that they can't even play. Oh, yeah, they can. But now we'll have... Now I think we'll have enough. We're going to have 5, 6, 7... I have 28 power. So unless they draw exactly Lord of Atlantis, we'll be good. Alright. Dark Writ. Hold priority. Cast Cunning Wish. Make green and whatever. And we're beasting it. Beast mode. Now, even if they play their Merfolk, they would have to do a bunch of chumping. They have to draw Lord of Atlantis. Then they can just play it and attack for lethal. Otherwise, like, they can't... They can attack with one of them, but then they have to triple chump to survive. They can put us to 5, play a Merfolk, triple chump, and then that's it. Yeah, they know it too. They said, okay, pray for Lord. We got him. That was close. I don't think I want to change anything. Run it back. Okay, his hand has 3 LEDs. We know they play Wasteland. Kind of a risky hand. But I am going to keep it. We might be able to go underneath them. But hoping to just draw more lands, honestly. Got him. Got him. Okay. Well, at least we're not getting stifled. Give him that island walk. Opt for Cunning Wish. It's one of the cards I will probably need. I think I need mana more right now. Like lands. No, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. If I draw Dark Writ or Petal, I think I'll just go for it. Daze. That's also, that also works. Could be worth playing Frantic first. Yeah, they discarded a Daze, so they must have a Daze. But we're playing around Daze. I'm gonna go for it. LED, LED. Play City. Put this LED on the stack. And Cunning Wish. Green. Blue. Black. We do it, or do you have foil? We did it. You could have Powder Keg, but I'm gonna make them have it. They've got a couple turns to find it too. It's not an uncommon card, like they could definitely have it. They did not. Sweet. We got them. See him round 2. Alright, round 2 against Backfish. And we've got a decent hand. I'll keep. Oh no. Don't be burn. Don't be burn. Don't be burn. They be and burn. They be do be and burn. Nin. Well, they'll lead under us. What you got over there? I don't think we're winning with Necrologia. Shocker. They've got some burn. Let's take Bolt. I mean, as it stands, we've got some time. Unless they found a creature. They did not. Sweet. Roll. Another inefficient burn spell. Not a bad one. Island. Opt. I will keep another Opt. I think we have time for it. I hope, at least. That certainly changes if they wind up with a Ball Lightning, but Lava Man, not a huge issue. We want, like, LEDs. Cunning Wish can get Hydroblast. I think I'm still going to Opt here. Take a Dark Writ. Play a Gemstone Mine. Very least I can, like, get kind of a slow Hunting Pack situation going. Because I can Cunning Wish next turn, just put it in my hand, and then I have a black source and 2 rainbow sources. It wouldn't be a very big Hunting Pack, but it might get there. They're going to start hitting us with Curse Scroll now. That makes sense. Impulse. If Impulse finds LED, I still don't have enough to make 4/4s. I'm going to cast Impulse. Does find LED, which is still our best card to grab here. I have a double brain freeze play. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 13. That's not enough. Okay. Might be able to do it next turn. Another Seal of Fire in hand. I think we can pull this off with a double brain freeze situation. In that case, probably want to get Words of Wisdom. Not so that I can guarantee killing them on my turn, because I don't think that's a concern here. I don't think they have enough damage to like kill me in their upkeep. We're at 10, 2, 4, 6. Maybe they do. No, they wouldn't, because Curse Scroll can't do anything. They have 0 cards in hand. So this puts us to 4. Then in their upkeep they could Lava Man us. Then they wouldn't be able to scroll. So let's cast Cunning Wish. But Words of Wisdom draws us 2 cards. It does make them draw cards, so it helps mill them. Oh, then they'd have a card for Curse Scroll. Okay, that's not really an option then. I guess it's Chain of Vapor. That gives us a lot of Storm. Yeah, Chain of Vapor actually looks really good here. Huh. Worst draw on the deck. I'm not going to count. I'm pretty sure it's enough, but it doesn't really matter because we do have to go for it, so might as well just start casting. Cast Chain of Vapor, sack a land, bounce my Petal, sack a land, might as well bounce their Lava Man, cast Dark Root, Petal, LED, 7, it's going to be 8 and 9, 17, 30, it's going to be 51 cards, yeah, that'll be enough. So hold priority, cast Cunning Wish, Brain Freeze you, make blue, nice. Mill them for 51 cards and wind up at 2 life. About as close as it gets. If they had 2 lava darts in their deck, we'd be dead. That got me once. I was like, oh, I beat them at 1 life, and then milled a lava dart. Okay, so one benefit of this matchup is Necrologia kind of ignores Pyroblast. At the same time, Necrologia is not a good plan against them. I think I'm supposed to cut it. Just play like some Arcane Denials. Chain of Vapor is not bad. But I don't care about Grave Hate. Can give us a lot of Storm for Brain Freeze though, as we saw. But I think all the cards in our deck are better. Oh, I should be playing the Hydroblast, jeez. I'm not used to having these. Okay, Hydro's good. Let's trim a Cabal Writ. Impulse. Now typically this is where person who originally created this list would be playing Chills. But they also weren't playing Hunting Pack. Like, playing Chills and trying to resolve Necrologia against red? No. But since we're playing Hunting Pack, I mean, Chill looks better. I'm still not convinced it's good, but I think I'd rather just have Hydroblast and Arcane Denials. They're more widely applicable as cards. Alright, I'll just pass. They're not going to Pyro and Opt. And if they do, sure. I guess maybe I should have played Petal. Non-zero chance I'd want to Arcane Denial something. But, I don't know. Pretty close to 0. Yeah, not be Arcane Denialing that. That also probably wouldn't be worth it. It is repeatable damage, but it takes a lot of resources, and it's basically the pace of a card that I would want them to commit to. Could just bottom this. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I did. Would really like to find another land. The city is awkward. If it were regular land, I would just pass with Arcane Denial up. Alright. Huh. No, let's say no to city. Lay the Petal out. This is certainly awkward. I'm gonna cast Sleight of Hand. We need to find another land. Okay, we did. This is also a little bit awkward. I'm gonna take Delta, and I'm still gonna get an island. Well, they don't have to make that choice right now. Now I'm protected from Ball Lightning. If they don't cast it, I'll just kill Jackal Pup. We'll stem some of the bleeding. Then we have Arcane Denial up. And we'll be working towards making some 4/4s. Seal of Fire. Bolt me. One card in hand. Bolt me again, sure. Dark Writ. To play city. I guess Arcane Denial is actually pretty sus against burn. I wasn't thinking of how damaging the double card draw for them is at low life totals. Alright, I think I still need to draw one more card. But yeah, especially when we're trying to make 4/4s, because we're giving them a turn with 4/4s and letting them draw 2 cards. It was really bad. I shouldn't have Arcane Denial in. Alright, let's go to our turn. Another Frantic. Alright, well, I'm going to start casting these. Hopefully the one card they drew is in Pyroblast. We need that Cunning Wish. Rid of Arcane Denial. And Duress. Now we gotta find a black source. Cast another Frantic. Huh. Okay. Try to Hydro. Dark Writ. We're really looking for like a black source and an LED. This is actually getting pretty dicey. Frantic again. Oof. Alright, I'll go next. Okay, I don't want these Arcane Denials. We'll play the Impulse. And the Cabal Writ. And a Chain of Vapor. Take the play. Alright. This is probably too slow. But I'm gonna try it. They kept on 7. Just gonna cast this so I can F6. Hydroblast, yeah, I guess I'm gonna take that. Not gonna target a Mog Fanatic with it. Don't care about Tormod's Crypt. Pretty happy to see that. Drawing a land is a disaster. Okay, play a land. Pass the turn here. Back us down to 19. Mishra's Factory. Another Fanatic. I guess I'm willing to counter this on the stack. And avoid the point of damage. Alright. Draw non-land. Excellent. Alright, we'll play Gemstone and pass. 5/6. Very tempting to just go get Hunting Pack right now. We're super close to just casting it from hand. If I draw like a Petal or a Dark Writ, then I can. I think even a Cabal Writ. I'm gonna do that. Even if I draw 2 blanks and then make 2 4/4s a couple turns from now, that might be enough to win. Kind of clunked up with Curse Scrolls over there. I like that. Clunking it. Hunting Wish, get Hunting Pack. Raw. City. That doesn't quite do it. It's close. I really want to cast the Bull. Having drawn 2 lands is pretty bad. We can also ambush them next turn, depending on what they do, which is real nice, and we can use their spell for Storm. Okay, they play another Fanatic. Alright, Cabal Writ's pretty nice. Time to ambush them. I mean, they know we have Hunting Pack, so I wonder what they do here. They're in quite the sticky spot. They're gonna attack. Oh, baby. Okay. Let's go Dark Writ. Cabal Writ. Green. Green. Hunting Pack. I mean, game is definitely not over from this. Maybe I don't even block. 11. No, I gotta do some amount of blocking. In fact, makes sense to block all the way. You'd kill one of them on board. You might be able to utilize a Curse Scroll. Yeah, I'll block across the board. We might have to put something else together here, though. Might not be enough. Could have, like, let Jackal Pup through? Like, it's not nothing getting 2 damage put on one of my beasts here. Silly as it would seem to not block this and deal 4 to them. We really want them to not have a bolt in their hand. Would have worked out a lot better if they'd cast something. Or if we had drawn that Cabal Writ 1 turn earlier instead of the city. They're going face. I like that. Shooting their own Jackal Pup? Oh man. There's no way that's the play. There's just no way. You let it block, and then at the very least, try a 50-50 Curse Scroll. to kill a beast. Oh, beautiful. They have another Tormod script. You love to see it. You just love to see it. I guess they didn't notice the Necrologia. Oh! That hurts. That sure did hurt. Let's see. If I attack with 2, I go to 8, then I can attack with all. If I attack with all, I die to Fire Blast. I still die to Fire Blast though, because they can Curse Scroll and then Fire Blast, so I'm just going to attack with all. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? No matter what I do, I die to another Price of Progress, so we don't need to get fancy with this delta. Alright, they didn't immediately slam something. Bolt is not enough. That puts us to 1. Alright. Wow, talk about close, man. That was a cool match. We are 2-0. See you around 3. Hey everyone, thanks for making it this far. Just wanted to thank everybody, and if you're looking for more, show you where you can find that. If you go to the description below, you can find all of my links. If you go further down in the comments, you can also find my links to bring you to my Patreon, various tiers for Discord access, early access, sideboard guides, donation decks, coaching sessions. You can also check out the podcast within those links, as well as my Twitch, where I do most of my content. You can see the commands that you can use in the chat. Let's say you do dono. You're wondering how to get a link, how to do it. Tells you right here. And the members Discord is within the Storm, MTG Storm community. And of course, it's always going to help if you hit the like and subscribe. So thanks again. Keep storming, y'all. Round 3 against EKGB. We're on the play. We get 1 land, no cantrip. I think we got a mulligan this. Yikes. I'm gonna keep this, but let the record show I don't like it. Play Gemstone Mine. I will lead on a Duress. Earthquake. Extinguish each creature without flying in each player. Or Fire and Ice. Jeskai. Okay. Well, I think the Fire and Ice doesn't seem like the best situation. Land? Nice. And each player. I mean, I don't think Duress is going to get much better, but I really don't want to get a swamp. I'd much rather have an island. Alright, they're going to play Goblin, Legionnaire. 2/2. The shock on a stick, or prevent 2 damage. Opt is nice. It's one of the reasons I didn't want to get a swamp. I want to be able to cast cantrips without tapping this Gemstone Mine. I do need another land, so I'll take that. I will pass. At some point I will want to hit this Earthquake. It's possible I'm making 4/4s. Go to 17. Silver Knight. Yep. Got Pro Red. Draw another land. I'm gonna pass. Play the land out. Might want this Duress as a card to pitch to Frantic. But we'll see. Another Silver Knight. Got 4 cards in hand, 2 unknown. Another Dark Writ. I think it's time to Frantic. There's a Necrologia. You can draw 12. Yeah, it's gonna have to be good enough. Gotta assume they didn't draw. Even fire would kill us. They can kill us on upkeep. Oops. Almost started casting rituals now. Would have been pretty funny. It's time to go for it. Dark Writ. Dark Writ. Full priority. Go. I'm gonna pay 12. Make blue. Yeah, we only need 1 black. Cast. Ball Writ. They drew a bolt. Oh no, it's on board. Durr. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. So I would have drawn 2 less cards. Yeah, neither of these cards were useful. And we would have had like a ton of mana and filtering and looked at a bunch of cards. We might even have enough with just the single single brain freeze. I think we would have gotten there. Oopsie. Alright, they're pretty aggro, and they've got some burn. I think I still want a Necrologia Certainly on the play. Hydroblast is probably worth it. I don't hate Duress. I think Hydro's better. Yeah, I'm just going to run it like that. Alright, we are hoping for fast Necrologia hands. This has potential to be pretty fast. The Island cast Sligh. There's Necrologia. This is a tough choice. Because Sligh can find mana to just do some 4/4s real quick. Potentially. I'm going to take the Sligh, but it's really close. Really close. Alright, not representing Pyroblast. Yep, there's an LED. Nice. Yes, Enlightened Tutor for Tormod's Crypt. Love to see it. It's still not showing red. Seal of Cleansing. Also don't care. At this rate, we could Necrologia. Actually, not really, because they'll hit one of our LEDs. 3, 4, 5, 11. I have enough mana to opt first. Another LED? Yeah, sure. Why not? I will play it. Play another one. You can blow one up. I don't care. Or not. Guess they're supposed to blow it up now. They weren't going to blow up the first one. Just doesn't matter, though. Okay. Let's go beast mode. Crazy to think that somebody made this without any hunting pack. I think we've won all of our game with hunting pack so far. To be fair, we pretty much won with Necrologia last game. I just punted. Okay. I gotta hope they don't have some sort of sweeper. They do not. We know they have Earthquake, but they're not gonna too fast for Earthquake. I'd say that's one major benefit of this deck is everyone's gonna bring in Tormod's Crypt, and it's just not that good against us. Like, maybe it hits a Cabal Writ, but probably doesn't matter. Okay, this hand is acceptable. Possible it's too slow. I do like seeing plains as opposed to mountain. I will pass. Brainfreeze was not the best draw. Alright, applying pressure. Let's bottom the Frantic. LED's not bad. Do need to find lands. Uh-oh. Okay. It's not bad, but I do need a black source. Getting in for 2. Triple plains over there. Morphing. Probably an Exalted Angel. Alright, Opt is good. LED, no. Another island? Not great. Just imagine it if we hit a black source, though. They get in for 4. No 4th land. Could brain freeze myself. Power up Cabal Writ. I'm gonna do it. This hits like black source, black source, black source, and lose it. That old Delta Cunning Wish, it did hit 2 black sources. Okay. That's really good. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Alright, let's not get chanted. Dark Writ. Duress you. Bolt. Double price of progress. Well, we dodged that. Don't care about Bolt. Or Fire and Ice. They just take the Enlightened Tutor. We could potentially get Powder Keg with that. Cabal Writ. Cabal Writ. LED. Cunning Wish. Gonna make some 4/4s here. Nice. Going beast mode again. We're 3-0. Even round 4. Alright, round 4 against Iron Lungs. Seems like an unfair advantage, but do my best. Okay, this hand is acceptable. We'll keep. Lead on island here. Hopefully we can just draw another land so I don't have to play city. Alright, they kept on 7. Bloodstained Mire. No burn, no burn, no burn. Ugh. Alright, here we go again. We drew the land. That's nice. Guess I want to be impulsing here. Alright, they fetch second land. Get in for 2. Fanatic. Lava Man. Cast Impulse. Brain Freeze. Would be better than Cabal Writ. I'm still going to take the Cabal Writ. Alright, Lava Man is in. Opt. Yeah, let's cast Opt. Another LED. No. Gemstone. Okay, I'm gonna Duress. And then we're gonna try to do some stuff next turn. Ooh, Ball Lightning's brutal. Okay. Gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe it's 7. 4 4s could be enough. Alright, we hit the Cunning Wish. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go to my end step, because we might actually wind up going for Necrologia here. We can guarantee getting Threshold. We can only draw 4. Because if I draw 7, I die to Fanatic. If I draw 6, I die to Lava Man on their upkeep. If I draw 5, I die to both of those things. If I draw 4, I don't. I don't think I'm going to win on 4 cards, though. I guess I need to ambush their dudes. That's how I win this. They've got 1 unknown card. Make black with this one. And cast Frantic. Oh, their draw was Bolt. Wait, did I miss? I somehow missed something here. Yeah, we're dead. Turn 4 kill without an attack step. That's pretty crazy for... And got Duress. That's insane for Premodern burn. Alright, I mean... I don't think we can play Necrologia, even on the play. We play the Hydroblast. Chain. Could play Cabal Therapy instead of Duress. No. It is close, though. Okay. We'll keep this. Really want to find an island, though. I guess I'll just pass. The Goblin Cadets? That's actually pretty nice for a Hydroblast. We'll let them pay for that. So let's go Opt. I'm not sure I can afford to keep an Opt here. Just need to actually find the land. Nice. Okay. Alright, that one's in. Another Cabal Writ. Play Delta. I think this Delta has to get island. Let's Duress with the Gemstone Mine. Double Blast. Wow, these hands are insane. Price of Progress. Pretty painful. They're gonna pay for the Goblin Cadet, presumably. This is not good for us. I think I still want to take a blast here. Oh, this is not the card I thought it was. Whenever this creature blocks or becomes blocked, target opponent gains control of it. Yeah, that's... doesn't seem like a good one. But it's pretty good against us. I was thinking it was the Echo one. And they drew a land. Oh, I don't think we really have a chance here. But I can't be taking 2 every turn on this spot. Play Fanatic, and they're going to hold up Blast. Dark Writ, I will pass. I don't see this one happening. But 18, play Lava Man? Yep. Okay, that is one of the cards that we need. Interesting. I kind of need another black source. I can't Duress in my end step. I can't, like, try to go for it. If this Gemstone Mine weren't gonna die. Okay, at least they're tapped out of burn. We're at 16. They do have 1 unknown. That's not great. You could go for it here. I'd have to hit exactly LED Cunning Wish or... yeah, pretty much LED Cunning Wish. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it. Well, playing City. I think I'm gonna end step this Frantic Search. I don't think they're supposed to blast it. It would be totally reasonable to blast it, though. It would be bad for us. Attacking with all of them. Okay. Let's cast it. Alright, they do blast it. Duress is not good. Alright, we're pretty much dead. They've just got too much damage, and we're not putting the combo together. Damage and double blast, like... maybe we should have mulliganed. Isn't the strongest hand? Burn is pretty much always going to be a tough matchup. And again, I don't think Chill really helps. Chain of Vapor, not going to get it done. I'll cast it. Oh, I was thinking I was going to discard. It doesn't matter. I think they have lethal. Yep, price puts us to 6. Incinerate puts us to 3. Attacks puts us to 1. Fanatic puts us to 0. And bolts. LED, slight. Yeah, it was gonna be a while. Alright, we're 3 and 1, see you in the final round. Alright, here we go, final round against KonguiDjas Puhr. We're on the play. Hopefully we get to do the thing this time. We have not successfully Necrologia'd yet. Double brain freeze. Very low on mana. I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, I'll keep this. Bottom Cabal Writ. Alright, they also mulliganed once. Let's cast this sleight of hand. I'll take the Frantic and probably play Delta next. Be nice to find a Duress. Another Frantic. Alright, we're chilling. Windswept Heath. Interesting. Another land. Play that. Okay, just trading land drops. I don't know that I want a Cunning Wish. I don't know if I want Necrologia or to just hold the Cunning Wish to make 4/4s. Let's take a draw step. There's Necrologia. Okay. Actually, I'm going to play this city. And I'll pass. Forest. I don't know if they're just on like a really slow madness start or I don't really know what's going on. Could be a Lurin. Could cast a Words of Wisdom. I think I'm just going to take a draw step. Alright, land kind of stinks. Let's go get a swamp. I'm going to cast a Frantic. I'd like to find Duress. We found it. Let's get rid of land. And the other Cunning Wish. Let's take a peek as to what's going on over there. Frantic Impulse. Hunting Grounds. Mystic Snake. Really? Yikes. Alright, let's take Frantic. 4, 5, 8. I'm going to play LED. And I'm going to pass. They're going to cast Impulse. Now I can Frantic. If we can find like a Dark Writ. Dark Writ or Cabal Writ would have been really nice there. We pretty much missed. So let's get rid of Cunning Wish and whatever. I'm keeping Necrologia. We're going to have 4 mana post Necrologia. It could potentially get there. It's not going to have any black, though, is the problem. Okay, well, maybe we just go for a shorter... Wait. Maybe I just fill my hand with Necro, then. Let's hold on to Cunning Wish. Like, I don't have to go all the way with Necro. Cast it for, like, 8. Okay. We would have had double Brain Freeze if I had made blue. 7, 8 would be 15, 30, 45. Probably would have gotten there. Alright, you can Impulse. I took that Frantic. This is their hand. They pretty much have to forever hold up Mystic Snake. We can probably power through it. Go to clean up here. Get rid of one of the Cunning Wish. One of the Opt. I think they're gonna pretty easily get Brain Freezed out of this game here. Let's cast the Opt. Battle's pretty nice. I will take that. Battle's actually real nice. Alright. Are they gonna let a Cabal Writ go? They are. Well, I guess Orm's Chant is not the best here. Now that I think of it. Yeah, I need all 3 blue up front. I could trust that Impulse is gonna find another blue source. Yeah, I'm in for that. It sure didn't. Guess I'll take Duress. Cast it. Oh, they've got a counter spell even. Alright. I'll hit that. Cabal Writ. LED. Brain Freeze is 7 and 8. Yeah, that's pretty much enough. Brain Freeze. We'll be able to counter one of them. Quite the bummer that Impulse didn't get there. They're gonna scoop it up. I mean, they could counter one, then they'd have 5 cards, but I guess they can't kill us with only 5 cards. We do get to see some more of their deck. What are they doing over there? Arcanus The Omnipotent. Bunch of counterspells, swords, AKs. It's just like an Honest Arcanus. And Mystic Snakes. Mana base is kind of a mess. There's even Frantic Searches. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so it's about Hunting Grounds. It's not an Honest Arcanus. They cast it. Or they put it into play with this. Okay. The Duress is still pretty good. And I'll definitely add Cabal Therapy. It's gonna get real weird when Hunting Grounds is in play and I brain freeze them. Let's play these Arcane Denials. Basically just want to be hitting land drops. And kind of slow down a bit. I'll trim some Cabal Rituals. Maybe even one of these Necrologias. And a Frantic. And a Petal. Alright, this hand is serviceable. I'd like to find an actual swamp. But Gemstone will do for now. I will lead on Duress. I don't want them putting... What is it? Hunting Grounds? Well... It's gonna get in play. I almost wanted to Cabal Therapy it too. That would have been wild. Maybe they won't play it. Like, there are draws that would have them not playing it, and then I can Cabal Therapy it. Yeah, they're not playing it. That is very good for us. I think they should have played it, but we take those. Name Hunting Grounds. Bang. Get them out. I'm just gonna opt now. Need to find a fetch land or a swamp. We're gonna AK, sure. Hunting Wish, no. LED, okay. We've got one unknown. We about to find out what it is? Frantic. Sure. Alright, now they have two unknowns. Hopefully they didn't find AK. Swamp? Not quite. I'm gonna Impulse. Oh, that's real bad. That is real bad. I'm gonna take Dark Writ. It was either that or Cunning Wish. Well, at least we got rid of a bunch of non-land cards. Now maybe we draw land? Okay. Not a land. That is not a land. That is not a land. Okay, let's take Impulse. Play out one of my LEDs. Gets annulled. That's fine. Annoying. I'd rather trade Duress with a null, but very much like to find a fetch land. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Just gonna hold that. Another AK. Yikes. Yikes. Land? No. Are representing Mystic Snake. And of course Counterspell. Let's see if they want to cast the spell here. They do. You can disrespect Counterspell. And just go for it. No, I'm gonna let it go. We're just so close to being able to duress them, you know? Cast an AK. Island. There's the Hunting Grounds. So it's anytime I cast the spell. Pretty wild. Black Source. So brutal. Go for an Impulse. Alright. Here's hoping they don't have Mystic Snake. Looks like they might not. F6 that one. Oh, it's similar situation as last time. Could just try to hit double Brain Freeze. I think we bottomed a Brain Freeze though. 4, 5, 6. It's also not enough. They do the same thing as last time. Let's draw 7. Maybe 8. Go for 8. I might just be holding the Mystic Snake as well. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, that was classic example of no lands ever. Well, Gemstone Mine. Classic example of Gemstone Mine biting us. Here we go again, too. Mulliganed. Like we're in a pretty similar boat here. I will lead on Duress. Okay, annul. Impulse. Take the Impulse. And take a null later. Okay, let's hope this isn't another no lands ever situation. They've got land drops. I'm jealous. Nice. let's play LED. We're gonna annul it, and then I can Arcane Denial LED, and I'll get to draw 3, and it gets rid of their annul. I think that's worth it. Draw. Yes. Draw 2. Like, it's already going up 1 card, but then it also hits their annul. Alright, oops, all impulses. Let's find a black fetch. That would be nice. Rituals. And Petal. And Frantic. Alright, I'm gonna take Dark Rit. Lay out my island. And just pass here. We've got an AK and a Gemstone Mine. They're casting Intuition for the other AKs, I would imagine. Yep. Okay. I feel like we should be able to freeze them out pretty easily. Draw 3. Play another island. Let's just untap. Cast Impulse. Just can't find black sources, huh? And the Brain Freeze is kind of nice. So is City even. Could just take Opt, try to find a land. I'm gonna take the Brain Freeze. Not terribly confident in that take. It's possible I should be dressing here. Another AK. I think I'm okay with Brain Freezing for 9 on this one. Pulse, Impulse, Arcanus. Another Arcanus. And a bunch of junk. Now they only have 30 cards in deck. Still desperately need a black source. So that they can't just counterspell my Dark Rit. Okay, no Hunting Grounds. Like that. Go to cleanup. 2 lands. Black source. I think I'm still going to go for it. I might still be able to freeze them out. Counterspell. Storm 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. I guess it's not enough. If they cast a spell, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 21 cards. Isn't quite enough either. Okay. They're drawing more cards. I do like that. Discard Hunting Grounds and Flooded Strand. Interesting. Gemstone Mine. Hunting Grounds. Could play Cunning Wish here. Don't think I want to. Just give me a black source. We've looked at so many cards. Thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still not quite enough. I guess I wait. This card doesn't actually do anything while it's just sitting there. It's not until I cast the spell. Okay. 1, 2, 7, 3, 4, 5. Love to find a ritual, or just be able to get them with a mini Brain Freeze first. A lot of Duress. I will just pass. Close to going for it here. Dark Red is excellent. Okay, let's go. Cabal Therapy. No Mystic Snake on it. They're gonna just counter it. Maybe I'm supposed to lead on Duress. Try for a Dark Rit. It's in. Go for Duress. I think they're pretty dead here. Intuition. 6, 7. Okay. For a Mystic Snake, sure. Double annul. I'll take one of them. Duress again. Another one. The LED. The LED. See if they want to blow this LED up. And get Brain Freezed. I mean, if they have Guy's Blessing, sure. Can't imagine they would, though. Their deck is based on getting Threshold. Nice. Okay, not bad at all. 4-1. So the weakness is definitely aggro and burn, right? Necrologia, tough to pull off. We didn't actually even once do the full Necrologia thing, which I don't think that's going to be like an always thing. Obviously, like, you're not playing against the goldfish, your opponent is doing things, it puts you in spots where you either can't Necrologia or a ton of interaction like we just dealt with, in which case you're just brain freezing them out. We did, of course, fill our hand with Necrologia twice. That was a really sweet mode of Necro. Just draw 8 or 9 or whatever, you know, overdraw your hand a little bit just so you can get some selection, go to discard, have the perfect hand, and then tear them apart with Brain Freeze. So that works out pretty nicely. Not to say that I think all the time we're just going to be doing Necrologia for 19, but I think more often than what we just experienced, the deck will do like the full thing. So it's kind of a bummer we didn't get to go through those motions at least once. But I can assure you, if you manage to Necrologia for, you gotta have some starting mana, right? It's usually like double Ritual and an LED Necrologia. And then you just, even if you have like a black and 3 blue, like 1 black left over and an LED, which at one point we did, but we were at like 9 or whatever, so we couldn't draw that much. Because at that point you can find a bunch of rituals, as long as you're drawing a large amount of cards and have some amount, at least 1 black and probably at least 2 blue. Also depends what lands you have in play for frantic searches. But I mean, that's the signature of a good deck. When your plan A gets disrupted for an entire 5 matches and you still go 4-1, like Hunting Pack and main deck Brainfreezes is very real. It is not too, I mean, this is very close to my post-board juke plan with Iggy Pop. We have the benefit of people thinking we're doing stuff at the graveyard outside of Cabal Ritual, otherwise they wouldn't be bringing in Tormod's Crypt. And this format is inefficient enough that you usually can't afford to just not be casting things on end step, like Impulse, like AK, you know, whatever it is. And then you just get them with Necro. And of course we get to play Duress and Cabal Therapy. So I don't know, I feel pretty good about this list. I feel like it was a very cool idea put in front of me that was just kind of sloppy. I could be convinced that City is just like, obviously the power level's there, but we lost a couple games just because of it. Gemstone Mine is already enough of a liability, though I think it's probably required for an optimal build. Unless there's a card I don't know about in the format, but tap lands, not good enough. Too many Darkwater, Catacombs is going to be clunky. Pain lands, ill-advised, right, with Necro. So I think Gemstone is the answer. Obviously it's not perfect, but Premodern is not, I mean, Magic is not about perfection, it's about just doing what's going to be best. And I think Gemstone Mine is best. I was thoroughly impressed with this deck. I thought it would be like a cool, fun thing, but I think it's really powerful. I'll probably play it a bunch on stream. It sucks that it's really bad against burn, but I think that's, I mean, Iggy Pop is, Iggy Pop's probably slightly better against burn than this is, but Iggy Pop is still struggling with burn. It's definitely tough. But hey, thanks again, Phil. I appreciate the Dono deck. This was a sweet one. If you want to see more of this deck, you can check out my stream. Sometimes chat will bully me into playing things, so if you're really digging Premodern and you want to see this deck again, then come into my stream and bully me. And if you have your own brew that you want to see, whether you want me to not make changes because you've worked that hard on it, or we'll discuss, or if you need something just reworked or touched upon, obviously I don't claim to have all the answers, but I feel pretty confident in my ability to at least take a Storm deck and shape things up to have a better result. That's going to wrap it up. I'll see you all in the next one. Keep on storming.